cities of Eugene and Corvallis. But the number of barbs and shots thrown back and forth between these two institutions could fill a distance triple that size. What a matchup we have for you in the battle for the state of Oregon. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the Oregon Ducks, the House of Loud, Autzen Stadium in Eugene. As we'll see a team from the Pac-12, the Oregon State Beavers, taking on the 6th-ranked team in the land, the Oregon Ducks. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. The Ducks will kick it off to get us underway. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So Oregon State's offense will go on the attack first. Early in the season, the Ducks looked vulnerable against teams from the state of Idaho, but nothing makes you feel better than taking little brother behind the woodshed in a get-right game when you had to feel a little bit better about life.
Yeah, and it was really a coming-out party, too, for Dylan Gabriel, the transfer coming in from Oklahoma. He threw the ball. He ran the ball. Oregon was up and down the field offensively, and we've seen this game in years past get a bit crazy and wonky at times. Last year, David, no doubt who the better team was.
Yeah, especially when Oregon has to go to Corvallis. Typically, you'll see some struggle, but that wasn't it, and it was a beatdown. And you got to imagine they remember this pretty well. They're pretty ticked off about, listen, Oregon gets all the shine, obviously. Oregon State is little brother. They've got something to prove for sure.
This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. Off play action. Buys a little time. Pass rush, coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. He'll be stopped right at the 43-yard line. It'll be 4th down. Now to see if they want to spin that wheel of fortune. And the Beavers decide to punt it away. First time we've seen their punt team tonight. He's got it. He'll get it to about the 25 before they put a stop to the return. So Oregon's offense will take the field for the first time. And we've said many times a tight end is the quarterback's best friend, but the last time these two played together, you could make the argument it was even more than family. It was like that thing, there is a friend who sticks closer than a brother, David.
It was really impressive. I mean, they put up big numbers. It seemed to work every time he looked to the big fella, he delivered. So elite 1-2 punch. Jesse, how do you slow that guy down?
I mean, you just got to pick your matchup poison, honestly. You can put a safety against him and try to take advantage of the speed, but he's not going to be big enough to match up physically. If you go linebacker, you're not fast enough. So mixing and matching the looks, I think, is the best chance this defense has.
Man, this sophomore quarterback unleashed a cannon on that one. Now on first down from the 43-yard line. They'll go to the ground. There he goes.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So then getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
Buying some time as he moves left. Throws toward the end zone. Pass is broken up, incomplete as they were trying to strike for 6. What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Using his legs, it's Hughes.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly.
Once you start to get down here towards the goal line, it's so much more difficult to throw the football, and you really want to stretch the defense sideline to sideline and use your speed and take advantage of the grass when you see it. They try to take a little bit of a shot down the field unsuccessfully. Nice job by this defense.
Makes the grab. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's first and goal from the 8. The Ducks, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. He's going for the goal line. Gets it into the end zone, but wait a minute. We'll have to check out the laundry on the field. Maybe a momentary scare for that offense when they saw the flag. It's on the defense, declined, and the touchdown stands. And the extra point makes it 7-0. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Oregon State takes over, ready to send the offense onto the field. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. And he'll lose yardage on this play. Loses 2 yards. Great job by the defense. The Beavers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Scanning the field, it's Murphy. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
There's an example of what happens when the quarterback doesn't have a chance to set his feet. The pressure just forced him to have to work off schedule a little bit. And I think because of that, wasn't able to be as accurate as he wanted to be.
Another incompletion on third down. The Beavers will call on their punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Fields the punt. Wants to make a play. Slips through the line. Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. Power football with the run. It seems as if this old feud has been going on since Lewis and Clark set the foundation for the Oregon Trail. They've been playing since 1894, guys.
Game's been played for a long time, a lot on the line in the state of Oregon. Bragging rights, Jesse, for a whole year.
I feel like it's one of the rivalries in college football that maybe a lot of people don't talk about or really know about. But if you've ever been around this game and you know about the tradition and the history and the emotions surrounding this game, this is easily one of the best rivalries in college football. Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
This offense has already converted once on 4th down. Can they do it again? He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Makes the catch. Converts on 4th down. He's still on his feet. Run out of bounds just before he could get it into the end zone, and now they're set up 1st and goal. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. Quick strike complete. Touchdown, Ducks! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
And it's a really nice play call that time by the offensive coordinator because you just had an explosive run getting you down close to the goal line. I think everybody on defense was expecting them to just turn around and hand it off again. Not the case. Now you go pass. Really nice catching the defense off guard, and they get the touchdown. Bang, bang, 2 plays, 6 points on the board.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. To the air, it's Murphy. Somehow fits it into a host of defenders. Trying to hit him with a quick game on 1st down, and nothing doing there. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Caught behind the line. It's Hatcher. No siree, not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one. The power of Autzen Stadium on full display. The house of loud is deafening on this 3rd down. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down. And the Beavers will bring the punt team onto the field. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Looks it in at the 40. He only needs a sliver of daylight. The speed, the shiftiness, the elusiveness, all on display in that sweet return there. Great place to start for this offense. To the air on first down. Pressure coming. Caught over the middle. It's Moore. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. Time has expired here in the quarter, and Oregon has the lead. Man, that was an impressive and dominant first quarter. Let's take a look at the stats before we move on. Now the challenge here, they've taken a punch, but they can't let it get out of hand as we start the second. So after the break, they'll go back to work. Running back searching for a hole. Getting work done on the ground. He's pulled down at the 14-yard line. Going to work on second down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. They'll run play action. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Oregon! Grabbed in the end zone to put 6 on the board. These guys are really hitting their stride in week 4 as they push out that lead.
Now, you always want to get the home crowd jacked up and get them excited, get out to an early lead, and they have 20-0. Defense playing well, offense playing well. They got a lot to cheer about here at home.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Oregon State has it back, and here comes the Beaver offense. They're down by 21 points, but you get a touchdown here, and you do at least apply a little game pressure, Jesse.
It's true. I think for them to get back in this one at this point now, they need the quarterback to play his best football. He's going to have to be good really pre-snap, David, making sure they're in the right looks, and he's got to be really good with his decision-making.
He's got to be dialed in because defensively you're giving up points. So it's not like you have the luxury of your defense playing great. The offense is going to have to score and score pretty dang quickly.
They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Defense a little too jumpy there, and they got into the neutral zone too soon.
Encroachment defense.
Defense a little too eager. That's an encroachment penalty, 5 yards for the offense. After the flag, distance for a first down cut in half. They can really get aggressive on 1st and 5. Motion from the wide receiver. Quarterback keeps it. Stopped in the backfield, and that'll be a loss of 2. The Beavers want to crank the tempo.
And this offense gets nothing done on that play, but look at them. They're continuing to run this tempo. They want to try to do something to get a spark going to create a big play.
This feels like 4-down territory, 3rd and short from the 40. Trying play action. Fires to the tight end. He gets the job done on 3rd down. They move the chains. It's at the 37. David, that is a great security blanket for a quarterback to have a tight end to make those conversions.
Dang right. Find the big fella on 3rd and short. Dependable, clutch, nice hands, first down.
All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's first down. The Beavers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Can't hold on. He had it right down the middle, and he flat dropped it.
My job is to make sure that ball comes loose, and I got to go through that guy, use my shoulder pad, drive my feet, and really, really be physical, because if he bobbles it at all, or as soon as his hand gets to the ball, you can tell the difference when that body jerks forward and that ball starts to come loose and pop out.
That's reeled in. It's Hatcher. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Already in chip shot field goal range at the 21, but this 3rd and short, they're still thinking touchdown. To throw, it's Murphy. Here's the pressure. Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28.
We haven't even gotten to halftime yet. This offense has their hands full trying to keep this quarterback standing up straight. They've already given up multiple sacks. That's the biggest reason why they're trailing by as much as they are. They better go in at halftime and make some big-time adjustments.
It's wise not to be too greedy, and they'll go ahead and send out the field goal unit. Smashes it between the uprights.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
He'll bring it back looking for help. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute, David.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
He really shows you his skills on that last run, and I feel like today, if you're a running back at Oregon, you are expected to be explosive.
Turning it on! They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
You got to be impressed by what you've seen by this offense so far in this game. In the first half, they've got a nice lead, and they've been able to do it with explosive plays, but they've also been able to do it with efficiency and getting first downs and staying on the field. You saw another great example right there running the football. Anything they want to do right now is working.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. When they've got him looking run, now to pass. And he rifled in that pass, but it's incomplete. They couldn't make the connection on 2nd down. Now a 3rd and 7 to keep the drive alive. Moore to the air. Time to take a shot. Touchdown, Ducks! They took a shot to the end zone and found 6 points waiting on them.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game day.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And they pick up the extra point. Kicker knocked it right down the middle. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they finished things off with a scoring toss from the 33. Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Oregon State takes over, ready to send the offense onto the field. Unless you have somebody ready to do his best Tom Brady impression, down 28-3 is no fun, and they have to get something going right now. Wants to throw on first down. Grabbed over the middle, it's Williams. He's brought down quickly, minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and a score on this drive would do wonders for their confidence. And the Beavers with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. To the air, it's Murphy. Gets away. But he can't get away again, and down he goes, and the trickeration is not so tricky. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. A strike downfield. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down. Looking downfield on first down. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38. The Beavers headed quickly to the line. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Got it in the middle. It's Clemens. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Now facing a 3rd and long. Catch in the middle. It's 12. Lots of green grass as he gets it to the 31. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Finally, this offense starting to show a little juice. They've got a 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Got a man. It's Walker. He goes out of bounds right at the 10-yard line, and the offense can smell the touchdown from here. The Beavers will snap it on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. He's got it on the move. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Timeout called by the defense is their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. Here's the handoff. He did not make it a stone wall on 3rd down. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. And they'll send the field goal team back out for the 2nd time tonight. And he'll try to knock through a short one, his 2nd of the day, this one from 23. Splits the uprights. Good. Are forced to settle for the field goal.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. They've got some time to work with here, Jesse, and if they get a 1st down, they might really get aggressive.
I'd be aggressive right out of the gate. I'd be throwing for a 1st down. If I get it, then it's pedal to the metal. I'm in that 2-minute mode to try to score a touchdown or get a field goal.
But I do think this is a situation where you also have to understand that I have the lead going into the half. I've got the momentum, so don't do anything stupid here.
Moore will throw. Buys a little time with his feet. Caught near the sticks. It's Hughes. A solid pickup there. Works it to the 38 before being pushed out of bounds.
I love when QBs break the pocket and still look to attack. Because as soon as you break the pocket, I'm thinking, oh, man, he's going to take off and run, and I might come up. But those big plays can be made down the field. Nice job by the quarterback keeping his eyes down the field.
That's caught. It's Moore. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Finds space on the right. He'll go out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 31, and a big pickup on that one. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Here comes the heat. Hits him in stride inside the 10. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. And the Ducks are threatening on 1st and goal. From the gun, he'll try to throw. Going for 6. And that one is picked off in the end zone. And they make the play and make sure there's not any scoring opportunity right here before the end of the half. Never a good time for a turnover, but it always seems a little worse when you're about to knock on the door of the end zone.
No doubt about it. And it's this area of the field, Reese, where your execution really has to be great. Because down in the red zone, the windows to throw into it for a quarterback, they're smaller and they close a lot quicker. So you really have to be on the same page as your wide receiver. And that time, the offense and the QB simply don't know.
First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors at our halftime update.
Guys, some real edge-of-your-seat moments, and there's still 2 quarters to go here between the Ducks and Beavers. And we'd be remiss if we didn't start this halftime report by giving props to this superstar tight end. He's been almost, you know what, check that. He has been unguardable with that unusual blend of speed, size, hands, and route running. He is a pick-your-poison kind of player.
On the move from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. Not sure they had to make many adjustments at halftime as they try to build on this lead here in the third. And he was drilled just as he pass. It's incomplete.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the
breaks into the open. They get it out to the 36 and on the move after a pickup of 15. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They'll snap it from the 36. They've got a first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. He uncorks a laser deep down the middle. Huge plays like that can change the complexion of a game, and he's got it at the 22-yard line. The Ducks come to the line with a new set of downs. On the ground, it's Hughes. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
And running really has been the key on this drive, guys. Lots of success right there. They generate another explosive play. Their success running the ball, big reason why they've been able to put up a lot of points and have a really...
And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Oregon! It's as if the Duck has hopped on that motorcycle and is revving the engine, and Oregon is threatening to drive away.
And Oregon's a team that, man, when they get it going, a lot of times they're just so hard to stop. The swag gets rolling. The uniform always looks good, but Oregon State's going to have to find something in this rivalry.
They need a big play, and they need it right now. The Beavers need to be able to slow down this runaway train that is the Oregon Ducks right now.
Coming out with it, it's Wells. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Looking to pass, it's Murphy. With the catch, it's Walker. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Looking to fire. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass D.
That's what I'm talking about. That is how you close. And when a guy's going to make a catch, you make sure he doesn't make it. Physicality, using your pads, running through them. And guess what? Not only this play does he feel it, next time he tries to...
Oh, he's got some space. And with that effort, they pick up a fresh set of downs. They have it at the 34-yard line.
That's a huge throw for the offense, but they're down by a ton. They're going to need a lot more of that, and it's not going to be easy considering the defense knows they're probably going to be throwing the ball every play here in the second half moving forward.
Going to look downfield again. Under fire. Still on his feet at the 45. And a nice pickup on the run and gets down to avoid contact. And the Beavers are on the move. To the air on first down. Looking to the big tight end. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. He's finally stopped, but not before he takes it into the red zone. They'll mark it at the 18.
I know the offense is down by a lot here in the second half. You just need one big play, though, to spark the offense, get the confidence going, and they may have found it right there in that completion. Good throw, good catch. Now we got to keep it going.
It's complete to the right. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. Operating in the red zone here on second down. Dropping back, it's Murphy. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover.
Well, defenses get excited when they see the quarterback in an empty backfield like that. They know, hey, if I'm not going to have to beat a running back or a tight end to get there, if I get to him, I might have an opportunity to knock this thing loose, and that's exactly what happened for the defense.
Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play. The Ducks can really attack on this second and short. Grab near the marker. It's Hughes. They get him stopped and out of bounds at the 45-yard line, and the big play has this offense ready to mount a threat. Now a first down from the 45-yard line. Wants to throw on first down. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. And this one's not working. He'll just throw it away.
Like the job by the defense there in coverage. They took every option away from the quarterback. He was outside of the pocket, nowhere to go with it, so they forced the incompletion throwaway.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Pocket breaking down. Got his man downfield. And he'll go out of bounds, and this aerial attack just continues to carve this defense into tiny slices. Moving closer to the red zone, it's at the 27 on first down. They'll give it to the back. Able to make the tackle, but not before he gets 5 yards down to the 21. And the Ducks can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Might as well stick with him. Tough, determined run gets it down to the 12.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical. They're trying to stay on the field.
And they'll get him down inside the 5, but this offense powering toward a score. Moore to the air. Lets it fly. It's incomplete. He was shooting for the end zone right there. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. Third down. Scrambling away. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Ducks! This dude is revving his engine like that duck coming out on a motorcycle. He is putting up points and finding the promised land.
And it's nice to have a guy that can do that. Goodness gracious, they just keep finding at Oregon is trigger men. Not only throw the football, but guys who can pick them up and put them down and make big plays.
And they did tack on that extra point without any adventure. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Wide receiver going in motion. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Working that left side now. And they were looking for a chunk play, and they got it. The explosive picks up more than 30.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field. And they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense moving forward.
closest guy to the football, man. It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
That's the end of the period, and Oregon has the lead. This has been a complete obliteration so far, as the third quarter stats will show you. As we enter the fourth quarter, let's see if anything memorable can come from this one. They had a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on second down. Wide receiver comes in motion. Johnson looking to throw. Came through like a shot and knocked him down for a loss of 5. They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. On the move. There he goes. He gets the job done, picking up the first down, then getting down.
I love when the offensive line takes control, manhandles the defensive line, and that's why you get a big game.
They'll throw it from the red zone. And the rush will get to him at the 25.
You can just see the excitement this defense has every play. They're almost wishing this quarterback drops back to throw because they know they're going to get home to him. That's the 6th time they've registered a sack.
Hauls it in. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Oregon State.
And this has been a rough day for this offense, and finally, some good things to happen. Build some momentum maybe for the future. You know, that's the way the coaches spin it when you're getting beat up and you're getting destroyed. Like, listen, let's find something for the future. Let's keep fighting. Let's keep working. This team's done that, put some points on the board, so it's not all bad.
From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. And that corner came in hot despite knowing that he was giving up some size. The Ducks in a good spot here with second and short. Back to pass. Here's a heat. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. The Ducks are at the line looking to convert on third and short. Moore will throw. He lets it fly. And they wanted it all on third down, but now dealing with fourth down.
Oftentimes as a quarterback, when you have success early, you earn the right to take more shots. And I think that's what you're seeing now in this game. We're here late. They're still throwing it deep because this quarterback's thrown 3 touchdowns.
Converts on fourth down, and he's still going. And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a first down. And the Ducks come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on first down. Throws for the tight end. Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete.
And it's nice to be a QB in this spot. He's had a great day, man. Like, great day. They've built a huge lead now. Incompletion's okay. Just take care of the football. Don't throw that thing to the other team.
Oh, he's ready to take a shot. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at third down.
And you got to wonder if this offense is trying to run the score up because they're blowing this team out. Here we are in the fourth quarter, and they're still taking shots. They're going to play until this clock reads all zeros.
He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47. The Ducks are flying down the field. Good job by the receiver there not to run into coverage, but to find a spot that the quarterback could throw him the ball.
Yeah, on those types of routes, Reese, they say if you're looking, you're booking. So if that's man coverage, the receiver's staring at the quarterback all the way across the field. That time, the receiver didn't give the quarterback his eyes, so they were on the same page. They both knew it was zone, and they executed that perfectly.
Under fire. Blasted as he lets it go. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall.
Nice quick throw there, and it's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw, and you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here on here.
And the defense finally steps up, man. They've had a tough day down here near the goal line defending the pass. Like, he's already thrown 3 touchdown passes. Nice job on this play. Nice response. Try to get themselves back in the football.
And they've got him down after the short completion, but they inch closer and closer to pay dirt.
He's been a matchup problem all season long. Defenses just don't know how to solve the puzzle. With that last catch, over 500 yards receiving now on the year for him.
Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. Looking for the goal line. Touchdown, Oregon! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. They give themselves a little more cushion as they try to reel off their 4th straight win. Now they have extended this lead, guys, starting to put the hammer, but sometimes a rivalry game can give you a little of extra fight back.
And there can be no panic at this point now. You've worked too hard this offseason, David. They've had this game circled for so long. You've got to play your best football right now and fight back.
And you just need something good to happen on this next possession. You got to get the crowd back into this football game. Big rivalry. Get some emotion. Get some momentum on your side. And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Johnson wants to throw it. It's complete on the right side. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot it at the 37.
Slants are very tough to cover, but they become way tougher when you got a big body wide receiver like that. It's almost like basketball where he's boxing you out. He gets inside real quick, uses that big body to shield you off, and even if you're playing man-to-man, you just got to get him on the ground and try to disrupt him some way.
You know, tight ends are such matchup nightmares and problems for defense. They're too big for DBs to cover, and they're too fast for linebackers to cover. You saw it right there.
From the gun, running back on the move. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2. The Beavers with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Across the 25. He's finally stopped and brought down at the 15.
Nice job getting outside, right? Those running backs, they get on those tracks, they run outside. Now they're in the open field. It's so tough. Those safeties are flying down, try to get an angle, but you could tell the speed sets them up.
It's a fumble. Recovered by the defense, and he's off. Turning it on. The 40. Running inside the 20. Touchdown, Ducks. This defense making a big play and putting it in the end zone. With that, the lead nice and comfortable, and they're cruising toward a 4-0 start.
That's such a great job by the defense because they never quit on the play. Yeah, they gave up a completion, but did you see them swarm to it, rip the ball out? They're able to scoop it, score. That is an unbelievable effort play by the defense.
They'll put this one in play first snap of the drive from the 25. Johnson looking to throw. They've avoided the interception all day, but they're lucky to get that one back here late. It'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Rides to back and leaves it. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Couldn't quite haul it in. They almost had their first pick here late in the game. The Beavers line up to punt it away. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. He'll try to field the punt and bring it back. He gets a block. Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Gonna let it fly. And that one's incomplete. Worth taking a shot there, but couldn't hook up.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've had a great...
Going for it all. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on second down. They're staring at third. Trying to pick up a first down. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Looking to the big tight end. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down. No signs of any kind of kicker as they'll leave the offense out there to try to move those chains. Bringing the heat. Down he goes, and the defense snuffs out this drive with a sack.
This is so a Jesse Palmer move. Exactly what he would do. Continue to put the foot on the accelerator, try to rub it in. Can't win by enough. Gotta look good in the polls. This is your kind of offense, Palmer.
Good, solid pickup there now. Start to smell it with a first down at the 31. So as they've done so many times in this in-state rivalry, it is the Ducks who outlast the Beavers. That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.